Okay, so this is another video of my railroad crossing gate, and sometimes these gate lights can come off or come loose and hang on by the wire, and that can usually happen like if the gate's hit and it's on springs or it slams to the ground hard or something. It's usually the end light that comes off, and then it hangs on by the wire like you can see. So today I'm going to show you how to put the gate light back on the gate, or if you get one of these lights, and how to mount them on and stuff. So this light, this is where it came off the gate, and that's where it plug into the next gate light down there, and it would come to the end light, which is on the ground now. So first after you have the gate down ready to put it on, I don't know if I'll really get this light on, but normally you check, make sure it's still on, still working. And I did want to show is you would unloosen this bolt and this would unplug, and sometimes you'd have to make sure that that's still tight. So this would be where it would mount right here, but since where it would come loose, it would normally just slide off like that, and then it won't just pop back on. So today I'm going to be showing how you can put this gate light and mount it on the gate. So the tools that you'll need for this is a wrench for these bolts and a flathead screwdriver. So the first step is, okay, so what we're gonna do first is, once we have the gate here, gate light there, we're gonna unloosen these little bolts, and we're gonna loosen them. And then we're gonna use our flathead screwdriver, and we're gonna loosen these screws. And once we loosen the screws, that'll make it so that it can sit on the gate. So right there is, I'm gonna show, this is now, as you can see, it can sit on the gate because I loosened this screw right here and this one. And that's, now we gotta make it tight so it can sit on here. So right there is where we're gonna mount it. That's where the wire would connect. So now I'm just gonna show how you tighten it from there so that it doesn't just pop back off again or something. So first, we're gonna tighten these screws until they feel like they've gripped onto the gate, kind of screwed onto the gate. That one's nice and tight. That one's pretty much tight too. Now you can see as I can lift the gate up, just holding the gate light. So that means it's on there nice and sturdy. So now, so these screws don't come loose again, we're gonna just tighten the bolts. You'll use the wrench to tighten these. Make sure they're nice and tight. You don't want to put it too tight so you don't break the light, just so that it won't come loose. There we have it. Our gate light is now mounted on. And there can be one last step. This gate light is nice and sturdy, as it is no longer hanging off the gate anymore. And now that we have our gate light sturdy, and this is all connected, the one last final step is, let me just, if you look, right about here you can see that sometimes there's like aluminum bracket things that can like clip these wires onto the gate like that, but the newer versions have wire ties. I'm sure it's probably just cheaper, so they just wire tie the gates on there. Sometimes more of those can come loose and then the wire can hang. So here I showed there's another hole right there that I'm gonna clip this wire around to support it. So the last two tools you'll need for that is a wire tie and scissors. So as it looks like, you just have to the wire tie through there, and I'll show you here, there's a hole that comes out right here. You can see that there's a hole that comes out right there, and then you just put the wire in there, and then you basically just have to make sure it's nice and tight around that circle like that this wire is not going anywhere. And the other ones are all mounted. So now sometimes it gets left like that, which There's nothing wrong with it, I just don't think it looks very good, so you can pretty much cut this with anything. I'm just cutting them with scissors here. You just cut that, and you just put as many in as you need, depending on how many come loose. Some may not any come loose. It could be all loose from the second light. You just put them in like that. So now you can see from off the gate where the second one will plug in. This is all on the gate. The wire is connected, and the gate light is strongly mounted on the gate now. So it is no longer hanging. And that's how you fix and mount an NEG LED gate light on a railroad crossing gate. And the NEG incandescent gate lights are a little bit different, but I'm pretty sure that RECO LED gate lights mount on the same way. I think all RECO's lights, I'm pretty sure, but that's how you put gate lights on the gate. It looks better now, it's not hanging.